Gobind Singh Indraprastha University is a state university established in the year 1998 by the government of Delhi, which is located in Dwarka, Delhi. University runs almost 50 courses and more than 120 colleges are affiliated to it, which runs according to the rules and regulations set by the university. Trinity Institute of Professional Studies was established in the year 2007 and holds 5th position in the university. Since then, it has been promoting quality education and fostering academic excellence. Courses offered at Trinity are BBA, BCA, BA GMC, BCom and BA LLB. The BGMC department has a well-equipped video studio and production controlled room with teleprompter, different types of lights, audio and video switcher, and HD still and video cameras. The institute also has a fully air-conditioned audio studio for audio recording and for radio journalism with talkback system, Yamaha speakers and Yamaha audio console and various recording equipments. In the post-production lab, budding editors can access Apple iMac machines with FCP and Adobe CC professional softwares. The library at TIPS is a comfortable getaway from the noise and hustle of the campus for students and faculty members alike. TIPS has 3 well-equipped computer labs with 175 computers with the latest and updated softwares like Adobe Family, InDesign in C++, Visual Studio, Java, Oracle and Tally 9.0. The Department of Law is equipped with a moot court. It is used exclusively by law students for mooting practice and to conduct moot court skills development workshop. The institute organizes TIPS eminent lecture series with esteemed speakers like Mr. Vikramjit Banerjee, Senior Advocate and Additional Solicitor General, Supreme Court of India, Mr. Pradeep Bagchi, Senior Journalist, The Times of India, and Mr. K.J. Suresh, Senior Journalist. The institute has initiated Celebrity Talk series from last year for students to interact with experts in the field of filmmaking and media communication skills. Recently, Ms. Flora Seni and Ms. Leila Panda were in the campus. Various workshops, life skill sessions, counseling sessions, alumni interactions, eminent lecture series, value-added course, industry visits, seminars, and conferences are being conducted on regular basis to provide practical exposure to students and to reduce the industry academia gap. The college organizes various sports events such as cricket matches at IIT, powerlifting competition, and TIPS Krida. There is also a dedicated placement cell equipped with state-of-the-art infrastructure which conducts placement drives at regular intervals with reputed multinational companies. Moreover, events such as convocation, the degree distribution ceremony, national conference, and Alveda farewell for seniors, transduction for the fresher students, and Unmid, the college fest, are also held to promote a healthy and inclusive cultural environment. Welcome to the world of excellence.
What a mesmerizing video it was. I hope you all had a glance of TIPS and liked it too. Now, I would request a visionary, a leader, and an eloquent speaker himself, Dr. R.K. Tandon, Chairman TIPS, to please address the gathering with his kind words. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, one and all present in today's webinar. I pay my sincere welcome to Mr. Pranay Chakrabarty, Assistant Vice President, Excel Services India Private Limited. The company of Mr. Pranay is dealing with digital technology and advanced analytics. I am hopeful that his presence shall be the mind changer for many budding technocrats present in this webinar. Dear student, every industry runs on the platform of technology they adopt. Their success story depends upon their digitalization and analysis. Dear students, in BCA, you learn coding to artificial intelligence. In first year, you learn coding and artificial intelligence in third year. You all know about the ability of coding, whereas artificial intelligence is relatively new concept which has a great depth. In TIPS, we are fully equipped with man and machine to teach you computer application subjects as well as to give you extensive exposure. With this, I conclude, and now it is over to Shikha Bhalla to proceed further, please.
Thank you, sir. Your enlightening words are always a treat to the ears. Now, I would request Dr. Barkha Behel, Director TIPS, to kindly enlighten us with the best practices adopted in the Institute. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Shikha.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Good morning, one and all. I welcome you all to today's knowledge sharing session. I would like to quote the renowned Greek philosopher Plato saying that the direction in which education starts a man will determine his future in life. In this context, during this pandemic time, when students are finding it difficult to decide which college to opt for pursuing their graduation on the basis of their passion and interest, I would like to throw light on the best practices adopted at Trinity Institute of Professional Studies to ease the students taking right decision to shape their respective careers in the best possible manner. It is education only which enables an individual explore areas in life to build a sustainable future where he or she can showcase their talent and acquire new skills further to stay relevant in his professional pursuits. At Trinity Institute of Professional Studies, we provide quality education, professional excellence, and holistic grooming through comprehensive learning environment. We focus on industry-specific training, professional exposure, various career opportunities, and personal value addition for overall growth. After passing out standard 12th, a student needs to decide as to whether he or she needs to opt a degree course or a diploma, and accordingly needs to prepare for various competitive examinations slated ahead. The students face dilemma when they need to decide one out of numerous offerings, viz. BCom, BBA, BCA, BSc, BTech, Biotech, BA, LLB, BGMC, Hotel Management, and then some certain diploma courses, diploma in multimedia, photography, travel and tourism, advertisement, event management, animation, kitchen and catering, interior designing, and so on. To choose right career path, every student needs to consider the infrastructural facilities, quality and qualification of faculties, and a 360-degree holistic development of environment offered by the institute he or she plans to join. At Trinity Institute of Professional Studies, all these best practices are being adopted, and you can see the glimpse of the same in the future slide, in my preceding slides. We have experienced and dedicated faculties which provide theoretical and practical exposure for academic excellence. 360-degree holistic development is being provided through various co-curricular and extracurricular activities personality development sessions. Through these personality development sessions, communication, presentation, and interview skills of the students are being enhanced. Guest lectures, alumni network, corporate mentorship, English communication sessions are being introduced in the institute to provide professional excellence. Various societies, drama, dance, theater, are there to explore and sharpen talents of the student. Clubs and recreational activities are being provided in the institute, which creates an environment which is healthy and vibrant for overall grooming. Mentoring and counseling sessions are being provided to groom students excel in their respective areas of interest. In addition, we do have industry tie-ups for providing industry exposure, technology-enabled courses, value-added courses are being organized time to time for professional excellence. Various placement drives are being organized in the institution, and entrepreneurship support is being provided through corporate mentorship and the initiated incubation center. Sports activities and various excursion trips are being provided to students to support them in their placements, for their team building and overall grooming. So in all, I can say that a complete environment is provided to the students so that they can become globally relevant in the industry. As a result of it, we achieve excellent academic performance. We have placed our students in reputed companies. Students have brought laurels to the institute in co-curricular, academic, and extracurricular activities. And as a result, we are being graded high by inspection teams, whether it is Joint Assessment Committee by Delhi government, or it is an academic audit by GGS IPU University. We have been rated high, and with this, by adopting these best practices and tips, it leads to building a strong nation, and students can better serve the society. With this, I would like to thank you all, and thanks for your participation. I hand over the further session to Shikha.
Thank you, ma'am, for your optimistic and generous words. I am delighted to welcome Mr. Pranay Chakrabarty, who is working as an Assistant Vice President with EXL Service, USA-based MNC. He is an IT leader with demonstrated expertise in the insurance domain, technology, and COTS products. He has a rich experience of more than 15 years in which he has played several roles: technology architect, business analyst, program manager, and offshore delivery head. He also effectively contributed in product R&D as an independent consultant. He has a proven track record of providing thought leadership towards boosting efficiency within various insurance functions. This includes technology modernization, process redesign, and execution of digital roadmap. Sir, I would like you to share your experience in corporate world and make our listeners acquainted about the relevance and scope of IT, especially during the time of pandemic. Over to you, sir.
Thank you everybody. It's really a pleasure to speak with you and share my experience. I'm really excited to do this, and I'm really happy seeing the overall infrastructure and facilities that has been provided by TIPS. We have actually, I am a BCA graduate myself, and then I chose a career path where I did my MBA post BCA. So everything is almost, coming back in my memory, how I chose a career option when I was at just after doing my 12th. So, of course, I would like to talk about the industry, how it is going, what has happened over the past few years, and how we are positioning further to deal with the situation, especially what has happened with the world just now. If you see that there has been a paradigm shift in which the technology has been perceived by the world over the last few decades, I would say, right? But if we actually monitor the graph, if we actually monitor the change, things that are happening at a pace today has never happened before. So it's a very, very good time to pursue a career in technology area. The way the technology is growing at this time, it is exemplary. Back in time when we did our graduation, we always knew that technology is something which is a support function, a technology that industry will adopt, a technology that education institute will adopt, right? It will just complement their existing business and get efficiency, right? But now what has happened is the technology has become an enabler, right? So we have huge companies like Amazon, right? One of the world's biggest retailers, and they don't own a store. It's all technology. Uber, Ola, everything is technology that we use on a day-to-day basis, right? So being a support function to improve efficiency, it has definitely taken a part in enabling a business, right? So that is definitely a great sign. And that shows how much potential we have for the future as we move towards artificial intelligence, machine learning, augmented reality. A lot of our industry will not look the same as it is today after we go through this transition phase, right? So most of my career I have done, I have worked on major technology companies trying to upgrade the technology landscape for the financial services company. But slowly we are actually moving towards other industries as well. So yeah, career past COVID-19. So definitely something which might be coming to everybody's mind, that how does the world look like after the pandemic? How do we perceive ourselves as individuals and as a society, and how do we make our career path during these times? The decisions can be difficult to make, but then with my attempt here is to give some practical insights on what would probably contribute towards your decision making in this. Just to start with the COVID-19 pandemic and its impact, right? So the world got impacted like never before. So every single country in this planet is impacted with what is happening with COVID-19. We have seen industry which are really collapsed during this time. We have seen industries which have survived, and technology is definitely one of them, right? Some of the bullet points are noted here. The tourism industry, of course, with all the social distancing norms and every particular region trying to be conservative and not trying to bring in more and more people from outside. Tourism is the industry that is worst affected. And hospitality and tourism go hand in hand. So, of course, some of the most impacted industries are hospitality and tourism. And we do see a lot of innovation within these industries as we move forward. We will definitely witness some of the radical changes that these industries will bring, right? The consumer activities absolutely reduced. Of course, your ability to your mobility decreases with these kind of situations, and the consumer activity is definitely reduced. Although we need to appreciate that the advent of technology and how it has enabled the consumer activity with all the online shopping portals has definitely helped the society overall. Unemployment is definitely a challenge, of course. Supply chains has always going to be is always one of the most impacted areas because of all your lockdowns with transportation and all. And you would have also heard news about some of the government employees and their perks being reduced. Of course, the companies and the government would always want to be conservative when the future is uncertain. Fuel consumption plunge is humongous, and I know a lot of you would have heard the news that the fuel has gone below zero. So at one point, crude oil was trading in minus numbers. Nobody would have ever imagined that happening in our life, right? So essentially, they would pay you if you buy oil. So IT companies are definitely affected because a lot of IT companies' clients are the ones who make a substantial investment, from which they reap benefits over a period of time. So of course, this is not a time where one would plan for a big investment for a longer duration. It's time to put your oxygen masks on. So definitely a lot of things that has happened in a very short span of time that nobody had ever imagined can happen. But yes, that gives us a lot of opportunities as well, and a lot of thought process that how do we deal with situations, right? I'll move on to my next screen here, and it's about the infographics on IT industry and IT solutions in IT-enabled solutions in India. So we have seen rapid development in the IT and the ITES industry over the past 2.5 decades, I would say, right? Around 95, 96 is the time frame when some of the big companies started venturing into India and try to make it a global power in IT and software services area, right? So that was the time when companies like Cognizant started operating in India, and then a lot of the other companies which were existent before, they started to pick up pace, right? Like Wipro, Infosys, TCS, and now you see all of these companies are billion-dollar companies, right? And multi-billion-dollar companies, in fact, operating across a huge geography of 50, 60 countries, right? There has always been a steady growth in demand, and the growth was definitely complemented with the various challenges on the regulatory side and the access to information side that people always had, right? Who would have imagined what technology does to our lives if we just look back the time when I did my BCA, right? We were just focused on certain things which were very bookish in nature, right? So there's an ever-growing demand in IT services, and then artificial intelligence and machine learning are going to be complementing it and take it to the next level. That's what we do here on a day-to-day basis when we talk to our industry experts, right? And essentially, if you see that it has a potential to contribute about $1 trillion economy within India, right? So when our government is looking at a $5 trillion economy, you can clearly see it will potentially constitute about 20% of that, right? Which gives you enough idea on why technology is the right choice to take your career move as you go forward, right? And the global footprint, I just spoke about the Indian IT companies, catering to almost the entire world at this point, right? The competitive advantage, of course, we have a low cost advantage, which is called arbitrage. And then we have definitely gotten a lot of support from the government in terms of propelling the growth within the industry. So NASSCOM is another body which really does very well in terms of placing all these IT companies onto a global stage. And then there are a lot of perks that the government is offering in terms of their policy relaxation and the support. to fuel the startups, and most of the startups are technology enabled, right? So that's something you'll continue to see as you move forward, right? Now, the market cap, the market size is something that you can see here from financial year wise. You could see a steady hike in terms of the growth figures. The IT industry has just a second, please. Right, so the IT industry sector-wise breakup, we have IT services, we have business process management, and the software products and engineering services and hardware. You can see the pie here. And one of the things that we really anticipate is the IT service and the software product taking larger value out of it than the hardware part. So definitely you can see the growth that has happened and the potential. So as you can see, still at this point, the software product and engineering services constitute majority of the share in terms of the export revenue. And in India, we did $177 billion of export of IT services and witnessed a growth of 6.1%, which is definitely commendable if we take into consideration the overall way the economy is going across the globe, right? And of course, how IT companies adapted to the change, you know, it's working from home, something which is being a new norm now, right? So it gives you a lot of elasticity and flexibility in terms of the infrastructure and your accessibility to the larger set of organizations you can support. The business continuity plans had seen immense development over a period of time. And especially with this pandemic, the business continuity plan is definitely one of the most focus areas for the companies, right? And then we would have witnessed, all of us have witnessed that with this situation, IT companies have been one of the few areas which still showed a lot of strength and agility in terms of continuing with the business operations, right? And of course, it is proving out to be a backbone for many industries as it has become an enabler than being a support function, right? And these, on this slide, you can see a lot of big companies are now actually thinking of working from home, which as an individual opens a huge opportunities for you, right? Imagine you working from Delhi or Noida and actually serving companies across the globe, not just within India, right? And that is becoming possible because of all the advancements that we continue to see in this area, right? So definitely this is, you know, a course like BCA is one of the greatest foundations that I would say which you can step on to pave your career path in IT industry. And you see all the industry figures here. It is definitely something which will see a huge wave of growth over the next few decades, right? Before it kind of settles down at a maturity point, right? So we are still very young IT service provider, right? We are about, as I said, about 20 to 25 years old in this industry, and we have a lot of potential for growth as we move forward, right? These are some of the high-level vacancies that we normally have in our MNC companies. You can see on the CXO side, the Chief Information Officer, and then you also have a computer programmer, the support specialist, computer scientist. It's a new, you know, role that is evolving, and some of these roles are actually a combination of a traditional software development and the new age of digital development, etc. Database administration, something which has been really strengthening over a period of time. Computer programmer and software programmer, in a way, in similar areas, and then software publisher, system admin. Some of the high-level average salaries for a fresher in the IT companies, and remember that these are the fresher level salaries, which significantly rises as you spend more time in the industry, right? So HCL, TCS, you would have seen that it's about an average of 3 lakh per annum to start with, right? And on top of the salary package, the amount of learning that these companies provide to a fresher for the first few years is immense, and that's what makes you a better professional. And then the remuneration forecast, it's per month for the BCA freshers, and you could see that some of the numbers here are a little higher, like the e-commerce executive and the technical support and bank operations, right? But overall, you would say it's more or less about 20 to 20,000 on an average, you can say, is something that is a per month remuneration people start with. And as I said, it has a huge growth opportunities as you spend more time. So yeah, this is how I would like to conclude my session, my presentation. I'm happy to take any questions if you have. And thank you for giving me an opportunity to talk to everybody here. And it's really a privilege to be with all of you. Thank you. And over to you, Shikha, please.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your experiences and guiding about making career in IT.
Thank you.
Now, I would like to request Dr. Mukta Sharma, HOD BCA Department, to discuss prospects of computer applications and give you a glimpse of BCA Department. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Shikha ma'am, for sharing the details. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the webinar. First of all, I would like to thank you all for taking out time for this session. COVID-19 has raised all kinds of apprehensions, may it be the scheduled exams or commencement of session. One approach can be to sit and wait everything to settle down and then act for your goals. However, the proactive and optimistic approach would be to prepare yourself with everything for the future. Just be ready with everything and on your marks. So here we at TIPS would like to welcome you all to explore this opportunity to prepare yourself for a career path in IT post-COVID-19. So by now, you all have been a little acquainted with TIPS and its vision in the academics. Thank you, sir and ma'am, for sharing the required information. Now from here, I'll take you on the route of BCA, where we revolutionize the way we learn technology. The Bachelor of Computer Application is a 3-year degree course with 2 semesters each year. The course works as a stepping stone for everyone keen to make their career in IT industry. The nicer aspect about BCA is that you may be coming from any stream, be it non-medical, medical, or commerce. You can join BCA if you have few optional subjects. Please pay attention to when I present the eligibility slides. Now, when we have interest in a domain and we intend to join the course, certainly we all must look for all the future avenues that opens for us. The BCA course works as a foundation to join the industry at any of the roles like software developer, tester, creative people can opt for UI, UX designers. Those who always wish to see hardware behind the connected computers can opt for network admin and many more. Now, let's talk of the people who are keen to dive deeper. Once you are a BCA graduate, you have multiple options to opt for in higher education. You can opt for MCA, PGDCA, MBA, ISM, etc. Or you can also go for specialized degree programs on our latest trends on cybersecurity, IoT, and data analytics. Giving a glance of all the subjects being taught here, the core subjects like operating system or latest programming languages, DBMS, e-commerce, and cyber ethics. The syllabus is designed as such to keep you at pace with current market trends. A small sapling cannot become a tree by telling it to. Every day you must nurture the plant. You must nurture the plant with the nutrients, plow the soil time to time, provide water, and provide just the right amount of sunlight to give it an environment to blossom. We at TIPS believe to implement this law of nature to help everyone associated with us to grow graciously. The subjects being taught in the class work as they field with the soil, which is plowed by the eminent faculty members. Seminar, workshops, personality development programs, industrial visits are scheduled often to give the right amount of water and kind of knowledge, nutrients to students' minds. And finally, the mock interviews, assignments, GDs, sessions, and real-time implementation opportunities give these budding professionals the right amount of sunlight to blossom on the ground of Trinity. Total intake of BCA is 120 with 60 students in shift 1 and 60 students in shift 2. I would like to ask you to remember the keywords from this slide, which are displayed in bigger font size and different color, that is 10 plus 2 of CBSE or equivalent, 50% marks aggregate, CET rank. You should have English, mathematics, computer science, information technology, or any subject related to computers in your class 12. For management quota, we have 10% seats under that. Eligibility criteria remains the same. The third option is to join BCA is to have qualified 3 years diploma in engineering from AICT approved polytechnic with minimum of 50% aggregate marks. When we say we are working for a holistic growth of our students, what we do actually, let's have a look at a distinctive feature of BCA course at TIPS. The special initiatives are taken in the form of a coding club, team of facsmith, tech notice board, and activities for interviews. Coding club offers a platform to hone your skills in programming languages of your interest, get exposure to project development lifecycle. Team of facsmith involves the enthusiasts who have been keen interest in reading the other research paper and innovate. The Tech Notice Board gives you an insight to the latest development in the world of technology. They put in extra efforts to prepare you for the interviews. Different activities like online tests, mock interviews, GTs are organized for the same. I'm delighted and proud to share across our students have been placed at companies like IBM, Infosys, Wipro, etc. Few of our alumni placed with companies like Deloitte, Accenture, etc. Who would not like to know about the events, parties, freshers, and farewell? Yes, we at TIPS have numerous reasons to celebrate all throughout the year. Let's all together have a glance of the events. Every year, we welcome our students with the freshers party. Then you can see a picture of Tech Samaro IT Fest, completely organized by BCA students. The presentation competition, collage making competition, and farewell. There are a number of sports events also. Let's have a glimpse of tech session. Industry visit at Network Bulls, workshop on artificial intelligence, an alumni interaction session, and guest lecture with Dr. Amit Prakash Singh, Professor, GGSIP University. TIPS has collaborated with ICT Academy to open the doors of online learning for everyone associated to TIPS. You can always reach out to the admission counselor. Feel free to talk to her. You can reach out to our website, www.tips.edu.in. Thank you. For any queries, kindly share it in the chat box. Over to you, Shikha ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for briefing the participants about the course and also making them aware about the functioning of our department, sharing the highlights and distinct features of BCA department at TIPS. Now, I would request all the participants to kindly fill the feedback form for the session and gear up for the quiz and bag the Paytm vouchers. We have shared the link with all of you in the chat window. All are requested to kindly visit the link. Till the time participants are taking up the quiz, let's move on to the question answers round. I have received numerous questions in the chat box. My first question to Mr. Pranay sir So participants want to know about the scope of BCA, what career opportunities students can get after pursuing BCA.
Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah. And I just touched base upon it while I was giving the presentation. I think there are numerous career opportunities which are coming, and it is always evolving. So at this point in time, we have definitely seen a surge of computer programmers. And we talked about a bunch of career opportunities like database administrators, computer analysts, and computer programmer, and network administrator. So there are various career opportunities, and I think it's just not one role that you can venture into once you complete your BCA. It overall provides you ample opportunities in the entire IT and software development ecosystem.
Thank you, sir, for answering this question. Now I ask a question. Taking many of the courses, the programming technologies, we're also focusing on value-added courses and technical courses. Do you think that we need to add something extra? We should teach them something extra to make the students to carve a niche for themselves in the IT sector, or?
Yeah, and first of all, it's great that you're having all these value-added, activities within the curriculum. That is something that really takes the education system to a next level, because that's something that had lacked when we did our graduations, right? So that's a great thing that you're doing. I think one of the things that I can recommend is having, industry-specific projects, right? So now with IT becoming a part and parcel of every single industry, so if we start to focus on industry-specific things, so for example, an IT infrastructure for a financial services company is way different than a retail company, right? So if we focus to that level, it is going to be very beneficial for the aspirants. Yeah.
Thank you so much. That was really an insightful detail. Let me ask a question only. I believe Shikha ma'am has answered it in which. So the next question is by a student named Dimple. What courses can be pursued after BCA and master's level?
In master, okay. So in master's level, there are a lot of opportunities that you might have. So there's the Masters of Computer Application, of course, the first choice a lot of people have, right? There are master degrees in information management. There is a master degree in computer management. The postgraduate diploma, of course, you can do in computer applications. There are a lot of courses which are around the security management, information security management, which provides master's degree. I have personally done Masters of Business Administration, which really helped me, tying the business, processes into software. So that's definitely one of the options you might have. And then specializations, there are specialized certificates also in data analytics and advanced automation, in augmented reality, which one can pursue after this.
Thank you so much for your suggestions. I'm sure the students are guided not only for the undergraduate level, but also for the postgraduate level.
Yeah.
And I also have, in fact, one question with me. Yeah, Pranay,
Sure.
sir?
Yes, ma'am. Please.
Sir, actually, students are confused after graduation that whether they should attain 1 or 2 years of work experience and then go ahead with their higher studies, or sometimes whatever the parents say, and on the basis of that, they have to continue with their after graduation, post-graduation.
Yeah.
Because I have seen
that's
doubts which are there with the students.
Yeah, that reminds me of my parents about 15, 20 years ago. So, yeah, and it's something that normally happens with all of our Indian families, where our parents would want us to keep studying, right? Before getting into a job, because the normal notion is that after you start your job, your studies kind of stop, because job is where you focus most of your time. But as I said, the things are evolving a lot these days. So I think my personal opinion will be to, get into the job, right? And then evaluate what keeps you what is it that you want to do, right? With all the companies that we just spoke about, giving freshers an opportunity, they invest in people a lot, in terms of their upskilling, and that's where you can actually unleash your interest areas which are relevant to the industry. And then of course you can always think about full-time or part-time courses as you move forward. But yes, getting into a job after your graduation is something which should be considered, in my opinion.
Great, sir. Thank you.
That's it.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
ma'am.
sir.
Thanks,
I
ma'am.
think
Great
most
question.
of the students' doubts have been resolved with this.
Yeah, I think especially with courses like BCA, you are going to have ample opportunities in the job market, right? Because as I said, everything nowadays is technology driven, right? So which is definitely creating ample opportunities.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, ma'am. Yeah.
One more question from a participant.
Sure.
She wants to know what specialization certificate should be focused while preparing. I believe you want to ask that there are many certification courses also, like augmented reality.
Yeah. Yeah, there are plenty available. There are a lot of courses which would kind of give you specialized knowledge on one area. It may not be a degree course as such, but so for, as I said, if you start your job, you get into the industry, you start seeing the business challenges around you, and then you figure out, okay, I want to digitally transform certain operations within my organization or within the industry, that you would definitely find a specialized course for the problem that you're facing at this point, right? So that's how things have evolved. So I think naming a few, you will definitely see a lot of specialized courses around machine learning, around data scientist, and big data, Roop, and all these technology areas is where you keep seeing specialized courses. But yes, there are plenty of opportunities available around specialized courses.
The last question with you. This has been asked by my peer colleague and Kritika Kapoor. At this, we have taken several initiatives like conducting various sessions with industry experts, coding club, craftsmen, community we have. What else we can add for better placement and better prospects for their job?
First of all, I'm really happy that all of these things are happening, right? I wish all of these things had happened when we did our graduations, right? It's really nice to see all these initiatives, because at one point when we were doing this, we were isolated from the industry, right? So I think this is great. First of all, I really am, that this fascinates me. One of the things you can probably add to this is, as I said, kind of a hackathon, right? Where you would know that the student group is actually aware of one specific problem that technology can resolve, right? And it has to be a very common problem, right? It cannot, let's not assume it be a big problem that one can resolve, but it can be a very small problem, like ordering your milk, right? How do you make sure you streamline that process, right? And enlighten the thoughts around those areas of how to do it, what to do, and then have this common objective thrown across various small groups within a room, and then you see how much they are able to innovate, right? So rather than giving a complex business problem, just a small little thing where they can put their minds on and come up with a competitive solution of it.
So much.
Mr. Purnay, I have one question.
Sure, sir.
This pandemic situation has changed the scenario. Like earlier, the IT courses were not preferred. But due to this pandemic, lockdown, and the situation wherein people are more reliable, they are dependable on computer, internet, and online orders. So
Mhm.
this pandemic has given a boost up to the IT courses. What do you
Ex-
think?
Absolutely, there's no doubt about this. It is definitely a huge boost. And one thing that everybody in the industry, overall industry, realized that it is really IT is really the backbone and the strength of everything, right? And imagine all of us being in this pandemic situation without enablement, right? What if it happened in 1995? Can we imagine our lives, right? Surviving through these 3-4 months would have been a nightmare. We would literally have no access to anything at all. Right now, we do have a lot of things within our access, and all thanks to technology, right? But at the same time, sir, you're right. I mean, this actually, um, you know, gave a lot of thoughts to the industry leaders, with the fact that they now understand that they need to have good amount of investment in their IT staff, and they have to have a very good IT and digitization roadmap, right? So definitely this is going to boost the opportunities within this area for the next few decades. I think people do not forget these things so quick, right? So definitely I would consider this as an opportunity as we move ahead.
तो अगर हम सिंपल और साधारण भाषा में कहें तो जो जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं
वो बढ़ेंगे।
आगे आने वाले कई सालों में आईटी के एरिया में बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ने वाली हैं,
बिल्कुल।
क्योंकि सभी इंडस्ट्रीज को ये समझ में आ गया है कि जब तक वो अपने आप को डिजिटलाइजेशन नहीं करेंगे, जब तक वो टेक्नोलॉजी पर डिपेंड नहीं करेंगे, तब तक वो मार्केट को compete नहीं कर सकते। और आगे चलकर ये एक रेस लगने वाली है, क्योंकि ये एक वन ऑफ द फैक्टर बनने वाला है कि अगर वो आईटी में अपने आप को इक्विप्ड करके और compete करके नहीं चल रहे, तो दे कैन बी आउट कम्पीटेड फ्रॉम द मार्केट।
एग्जैक्टली
जो
एग्जैक्टली।
फैक्टर आउट कॉम्पिटिट होने का है, ये अब टेक्नोलॉजी के ऊपर भी डिपेंड करेगा कि कितना कौन स्ट्रॉन्ग है और उसकी रीच घर घर में किस तरीके से है ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी। तो आई थिंक ये पेंडेमिक ने इंडस्ट्री को समझा दिया है कि आईटी को अब वो इग्नोर नहीं कर सकते, उनको बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग करना पड़ेगा और इसमें बहुत सारी जॉब्स को उन्हें बढ़ाना पड़ेगा अलग अलग लेवल पर, अलग अलग एंगल्स पर, ताकि वो मार्केट में अपने आप को बनाए रख सके ऐसी सिचुएशन में।
I would totally agree. Thanks. Yeah.
So I think earlier management was going on very much. Now IT courses will be parallel to the management. Everybody has now understood that without technology and without the platform of technology, they cannot survive, they cannot reach to the masses, they cannot compete with others, they cannot make the trade. So they have to have, a solid, platform of technology.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Pranay, sir. It's really been a great honor for us to have you on the board.
Same here.
He has to take a leave. He has a meeting, so he will be dropping off the call. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Thanks, everybody. I really loved talking to all of you, and speak to you soon. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pranav.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks, ma'am. Yeah.
Shikha, ma'am, over to you.
Well, I think the time is appropriate to announce the winners of quiz. Hold your breath. And yes, we have 3 consolation prizes. And the names are Vikas, Prerna Ahuja, and Dheeraj Yadav. Give a big round of applause for all of them. Now, I would like to declare the runner-up. The runner-up for today's quiz is Mr. Pavandeep. Please give a big round of applause for Pavandeep. Now, I would like to announce the winner for today's event. The winner is Miss Prerna Kochar. Please give a big round of applause for her.
So their prizes will reach to them by evening, Shikha?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And if they have any problem, they can contact to
Mr. Mehta.
Mr. Mehta. Okay. So you can display the number of Mr. Mehta. If somebody shall be facing any problem, then that person or that student can contact Mr. Mehta.
Yes, sir. We will leave in the chat window.
Okay, fine.
I hope the session was quite useful and informative for all of you. All the aspirants have got an insight of various career prospects of BCA. As we all know that behind every successful event, many efforts are involved. For today's event, my heartfelt thank goes to Dr. R.K. Tandon, Chairman TIPS, who has always been our backbone and given his consistent support in organizing this webinar.
You.
My special thanks goes to Dr. Barkha Behel, Director TIPS, and Dr. K. Geeta, Director and Principal Law TIPS, who have always been a great source of motivation and shared their valuable experiences. I would also like to thank Dr. Mukta Sharma. HOD BCA Department TIPS, for insightful supervision throughout. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to say thanks to all the faculties who have worked really hard with full zeal for making this webinar a big success. At last, a big thanks goes to all the listeners for being a wonderful audience and sparing their precious time in listening to us so patiently. Thank you all.